Hello everyone, my name is Liliana Ariandin and I am a student from Dian Nuswantara University, major Communication Science, and this video is my final exam in my second semester, subject English for Communications. Final exam assignment is retelling the webinar in the TVku University Dian Nuswantara's YouTube. So here we go. In here, I want to retelling about the webinar from lecturer of Communication Science in Dian Nuswantara University, and the theme is Communication Theory and Research. Okay, anyway, this webinar is in collaboration with TVku Dian Nuswantara University. Okay, in this seminar, the moderator Yesinta tell us first about the event rundown, which is number 1 is welcoming speech, and then pre-test, after that the materi session, and the last one is sharing session. Okay, in the welcoming speech, Mrs. Rahma said that this webinar is very basic. This theme webinar is very basic and provides a basis for final assignment to present data. After that, the pre-test was held and the participant fill out the pre-test. Okay, and then we go to the materials season. There are 3 lecturers who give materials. The first one is Mrs. Mukaromah, and the second is Mrs. Puri, and the last one is Mrs. Susi. Let's we go to the first one. The first material is from Mrs. Mukaromah, and with the discussion of theory of communication science, and she said that this material is learned about how to do research not only on opinion but morally opinion with based on principle to research a method. And there are 2 important of studying communication theory. The first one is studying communication as a knowledge and skill, and number 2 is studying communication for research. And the first one is studying communication for knowledge and research. Such knowledge such as in the field of journalism, public relation, presenter, and many more. And then for the studying communication in research is answer various questions, social problem related to communication that occur in society. And every theory has its limit. Comparing one theory with another theory is impossible. It's a little John Mayer said that. Use theory based on the goal and need by selecting an existing theory. First is theoretical scope is suitable theory, and then number 1 is heuristic value is inspire further theory, and number 2 is validity is a value, correspondence, and then generalizability, and then number 4 is parsimony is logical similitude is better than any theory. And the last one, 5, is openness, is open to other possibility. And then there are 2 divisions of theory. And number 1 is based on the observable communication element, and the number 2 is based on the engagement of the interaction people. And the first is based on the observable communication element is communication or communication, message, media, impact, and then obstacle. And then based on the engagement of interaction people is interpersonal communication theory, group communication theory, mass communication theory, organizational communication theory, and then cultural communication theory. Theory can be used to analyze the finding of data in the field which are included in discussion related to the field of communication. Okay, that's the material from Mrs. Mukaromah, and let's move to the second material. And the second material is from Mrs. Puri Kusumadwi with a discussion communication theories perspective. Mr. Puri cites this material explain how to see theory from different perspective due to difference in interest in various fields or aspect of communication. And then later you will find out grouping of theories because of the method it used. There are two methods we usually use, and namely is qualitative and then quantitative, and it will produce a different theory. Mrs. Puri also said there are 7 tradition perspectives. Number 1 is psychosocial psychologist and is a social interaction, and number 2 is cybernetic, is a phenomena of communication around us, and number 3 is theoretic, is how to communicate effectively in public, and number 4 is semiotic, is studying symbol or signs, and 5 is sociocultural, is focused on mind, self, and society, and then 6 is critical, is understand the system of the considered correct, and then number 7 is phenomenology, is refers to an experience or event. Okay, that's it for material from Mrs. Puri, and then we go to the last material, and the last material is from Mrs. Susi Adeni with a discussion about individual to mass communication theory. Mrs. Susi Adeni said that there are so many theories, just like individual theory, media and message, individual and message, conversation, connection, and many more, and I will tell you one by one. And the first one is individual theory. There are three theory. The first is attribution theory, which is how someone behaves, and then number 2 is social judgment theory, is how does one give an assessment of all the statement based, and the 3 is social interaction theory, is how meaning emerges as a result of interaction between individual. And then number 2 is individual and message, is two theory. First is symbol theory, and number 2 is constructivism theory. And the symbol theory is a concept, and the constructivism theory is a how individual interpret with what they see from reality. And the number 3 is conversation, is a accommodation theory and a symbolistic interaction theory. In the accommodation theory is how to adapt our behavior to others, and then the symbolic interaction theory is how we used to interpret each other. And then the next is connection. The connection is have two theory, is social penetration theory and then the theory of dialectical relation. The social penetration theory is trying to identify a person's openness process, and then the theory of dialectical relation is conflicting communication that annoy others. And the next is group communication. Group communication have two, as number 1 is trust group and number 2 is single group. And this theory is learn about how we interact with another group or with our own group. The next is organizational theory. There are two, Weber's theoretical theory and then network theory. And then media and society. There are two theories. The first is technological determinism theory and then agenda setting theory. The technological determinism theory is a create a social revolution by utilizing existing technology. And then the agenda setting theory is the mass media tell us what to think about. Media effect. Media effect have two theory. Number 1 is uses and gratification theory and then cultivation theory. Uses and gratification theory is learn about when and how the audience use media. And then cultivation theory is perception formation. And then media and culture. Media and culture have two theory, and the first is cultural ideology, which is creation of meaning in expressive form, and then hegemony of influence over the masses is the influence of social groups over weaker groups. Okay, that's the material from three lecturer. The first lecturer is Mrs. Mukaromah, and then Mrs. Puri, and the last one is Mrs. Susi Adin. Before materi season, there's a sharing season, which is a question and answer between the lecturer and the student who asks. I think that's it for my retelling seminar. The theme is communication theory and research, and I hope everyone can understand what I say. And thank you for your attention. For all of you who have watching until now, I'm saying thank you to you and by one. And then I'm Hiliana Ariandin, and bye everyone.